write 10 steps to writing a blog post. 1. Do some research on the subject. You should always confirm what you're doing, from your audience to your topic to your keywords, and now the actual topic. You should Google your subject to get a sense of what users are searching for. Which blog post format performs better for the term long form, more than 1,500 words, or short form? What aspects of the topic are covered? What questions are answered, and how in-depth are they? What are people searching for when they use this term in their Google searches? You must go above and beyond to produce something that is not merely identical to what you find through Google search. You should therefore conduct a critical analysis of the opposition. What's missing from the top posts, and what value could you add that the others don't? 2. Create a post structure and an outline. Now that you have the necessary data in your possession, you can begin writing your blog post. You can determine, by using an outline, the most important topics you want to discuss in the blog. How to arrange those important points in a way that makes sense and encourages discussion. How to use headings to organize your post so that it is simple to scan and read. How to incorporate your keywords into H2 and H3 tags in strategic places. You could get off to a strong start by just writing down your main ideas, deciding on the order, and applying headings. 3. Pen the introduction. You should keep it succinct and to the point, up to 200 words. This gives you enough time to pique the interest of your reader and provide a few enticing morsels that will keep them continuing to read. To be as sympathetic to the reader's primary issue as you can, though, is one of the best ways to write an introduction. Mention the issue at the core of your subject that the reader is struggling with. Empathize. What negative effects might occur if a solution is not found? Show the tunnel's end in your argument. Tell them straight out what it is, you have the answer. Finish your introduction by indicating or hinting at the specifics of the solution, which you'll reveal in your blog post. 4. As you write, make changes to the headline. Why is creating the headline listed as step 4 when it belongs at the top of the list? My creative friends, please say no. The 4th item on this list, writing the headline, is there for a good reason. Before you write the headline for your blog post, you need time to let your ideas stew. You should have a clear idea of what your post will be about and what information it will contain once you've done your research, created an outline for it, and written an introduction. It has been simmering in your head for some time, and it's now ready to serve. It's always better to give something some thought before committing words to the H1 tag. In general, you ought to create numerous variations of your headline rather than just one. Go back and make a few minor edits as you write the bulk of your post just to be safe. Never wait for a flash of inspiration to craft your best headline. Your best work will instead be the result of at least a few, if not a dozen, attempts. 5. Compose the post body, drawing on more research. At this point, you should begin developing your outline and completing any gaps. All that's left to do is explain your points, lead the reader through them, and offer support for them through examples and supporting evidence. While you're at it, keep conducting ongoing research. To support your arguments, find figures or facts. To give your argument more credibility, look for original studies and polls that you can link to in your post. Include links to additional blogs on your website that expand on the subject you are writing about. Look up what influential thinkers have said about your subject, then link to them in your post. 6. Create content with SEO in mind. Just a friendly reminder to complete this step. Don't forget to use your keyword in strategic locations as you write your post. the title and H1 tag. In the opening sentence, at least one H2 contains this. In at least one H3 model. In the body copy, naturally sprinkled. Add a few associated words and their variations. In the meta summary. 7. Include interesting and pertinent images. It's a good idea to include images in your blog posts. They enhance the visual appeal and maintain readers' interest. A Engage survey found that 91 to 100% of brands claim to frequently use visuals like images in their content. Don't ignore images because they can greatly enhance a text post. Try to find images that support what you're discussing in the post rather than just adding random images. To add value, keep them pertinent. This will make your blog post much better. 8. Contain CTAs. Calls to action, CTAs, are not required to be present in blog posts. CTAs are the tools you use to nudge readers from reading your blog to joining your email list, looking at your offerings, or downloading your freebies. Tell them where you want them to go after reading your blog post and provide guidance. 9. Write your conclusion. You must now bring it to a satisfying conclusion. The most crucial points are typically reviewed at the conclusion of a blog post to wrap up the post. However, there is no need to go over them again because just mentioning them will be enough to jog the reader's memory and help them retain the information. After that, try to leave your audience with one main point or idea to reflect on. How will the newly acquired knowledge affect them going forward, and how will it ultimately benefit them? Finally, make sure your conclusion is succinct but compelling. Close any gaps. A smooth transition end will be appreciated by your audience if they persisted long enough to read the entire post. 10. Edit your work thoroughly. Finally, even if your team has a content editor, don't forget to self-edit your blog post. Check for flow and proper word usage by reading the post again aloud as you go through it. Add transitions and fix any awkward language to make your reader flow naturally. Make wise use of your spell checker, and check that all of your links lead to the appropriate locations. Do not disregard editing as unnecessary because great writing often emerges during this process. To create winning blog posts, repeat these steps. You can reuse these steps like a trusted tool to produce excellent content across all types of content because they can be repeated for most types of content. Don't worry if your blog posts are shaky at first, with practice, they will improve. For best content, conduct research, create an outline, write, edit, tweak, further research, write, and edit again.